everybody, so this video is about dating, and specifically dating after 40. Yep, I'm over 40. Anyway, so I've been having some conversations with my friends probably for the last, I don't know, few months, and we all have similar, if not almost identical, issues when it comes to dating. So I thought that I would put together this video to kind of give some pointers for my guys out there, sort of a PSA to help you maybe not get friend zoned, or at the very least not get cussed out. Okay, so here we go. When you see a guy out and about, most of us as ladies, we don't really approach men. You know, we wait for you guys to make the first move. So I know that there are a lot of women out there who are very aggressive and they don't mind approaching men or striking up conversation, and I've had long drawn out conversations with a lot of my friends and a lot of my family members who feel like, you know, I really need to make the first move. That's not who I am. That really is kind of difficult for me, and it's foreign to me, and I really appreciate a man who sees what he wants and goes after it. Having said that, probably the best way to engage a woman, especially over 40, is to simply say hello. I've had a lot of guys to approach me with a whole lot of, I don't even know what they're doing. I mean, sincerely, and I'm not trying to be mean, but just say hello, just introduce yourself. Hi, my name is. That goes so much further than coming up with a whole lot of different scenarios and game playing and this, that, and the third. And I don't know. I don't really understand that. And then beyond that, yes, as women, we like to be complimented, but there is a very fine line between complimentary and creepy. Y'all got to figure out what that is, because one compliment too many, and now we think that you are a stalker and we about to call the police. So you got to try and tone that in a little bit. You know, maybe one compliment per conversation or something along those lines. I have no idea. But after a while, it just becomes awkward and super weird, and yeah, we don't really know what to do with all of that. The third thing is when you have a conversation with us, especially women over 40, we're really not interested in hearing about, you know, all of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis as far as your job is concerned, or how much money you make, or what kind of car you drive, or what kind of suits you wear, or what kind of events you attend. I mean, honestly, that's not impressive to us. That's impressive to someone who was 20 and probably struggling through college and looking to try and find her way. That, for a woman over 40, that's not impressive, because honestly, you have a degree, I do too. You have a car, I do too. You have a house, me too. Oh my gosh, we have so much in common. Not. Those are not things that you have in common. Those are material goods that you have managed to amass over a period of time. And in your 40s, I would expect that you have that. I'm more interested in getting to know who you are, what your likes are, what your dislikes are, what kind of interests you have in terms of hobbies or ideas, how ambitious you are in terms of life. I'm looking at retirement soon. Oh my God, I'm looking at retirement. Anyway, I digress. I'm looking at retirement and I want to travel, and so I'm trying to find someone who has like interests. Furthermore, I have children, so I need to make sure that you're not some kind of stark raving maniac or some kind of lunatic before I let you meet my kids. So, you know, those kinds of things are the things that I'm interested in, and that can only be gained through conversation. And I can't get that conversation if you're constantly telling me about how much you make on any given day because you do this, that, and the third. I mean, yeah, that's not impressive. Next, if you decide that you want to ask for our number and we give it to you, use it to make a phone call. Do not text us incessantly asking us what we are doing. We are busy. I got stuff to do. You don't have nothing to do? Why don't you have anything to do? You can't talk to me if you have nothing to do. I understand that people have a lot of things that are going on, and so sometimes the text is more convenient, but honestly, that is not a way that you get to know someone. And if you want to really engage her, you have to pick up the phone and call. And we're going to wait for you to make the first move. We're waiting for you to make the first move, not because we're intimidated or we're scared, but we want to see how interested you are. We have to gauge that level of interest. So yes, you need to pick up the phone and you need to have a conversation with us. That is the way that you engage us. That is the way that you keep us interested. That is the way that you let us know that you are interested. If you feel like you must text, I am warning you. Do not text during these two crucial times. Number one, don't text her good morning beautiful. unbeknownst to you all, we have all had a conversation and we have decided that hello beautiful is a text that you send en masse to every female in your phone. We don't feel special. We don't feel like that's a whole lot of effort. We don't feel like you really gave some thought to that. We feel like you sent that out for a net and you waiting on a hit. Don't do that. Just stop. Don't do that. Secondly, if you text her during normal texting hours. Just like your business has normal business hours when the office is closed beyond a certain time, this lady is closed beyond a certain time. If you don't know this one, if you don't know that girl's middle name, if you don't know her favorite color, if you don't know what her interests and hobbies are, you have no right to text her after a certain time. You have no idea what her lifestyle is, what her obligations are, what time she has to get up for work, what time she gets home from work. You haven't done that. You don't know that because you have not had a conversation with her. Don't text her at booty call hours asking her what she doing and if she up. That's not only a good way for you to get cussed out, that's a good way for you to get blocked and deleted. Don't do that. The last fool that did that to me is still waiting on a response. That's beyond rude. Nope. Don't do that. Pick up the phone, call her at a respectable hour. Let her know that not only are you interested in her, but you respect her time and you respect who she is. Lastly, if you make plans, keep your plans. We understand that life happens. We understand that things go awry. We understand that sometimes you have events or conflicts or what have you. We're not saying that. We're saying just be a gentleman about it. Just pick up the phone and call us. Don't make us wonder if you're going to follow through. Don't make us wonder if you're still going to show up. That's like high school stuff. I didn't date very effectively when I was in high school, so I really don't know what I'm doing now. I mean, honestly, I'm almost disappointed because the same things that I remember happening before I went into a relationship are the same things that are still occurring today. And I'm over 40. Like I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. And for every video that is out there telling women, oh, you know, this is how you get a man, keep a man, attract a man, sex a man, make a man happy, do this, that, and the third, we have this long, exhaustive list of how to keep y'all happy. Where's the list to keep us happy? I feel like it should be, you know, equal exchange. I have no idea. So that's why this video is necessary. It's not a male bashing video by any stretch of the imagination. I just think that, you know, there are certain rules of engagement and that there's a certain decorum that you follow. And it's disturbing to me that I've gotten to this age and I'm still having these conversations. I'm still having the same kinds of issues. I'm still wondering where the gentlemen are. And before y'all really start commenting on this video and telling me that, oh, you know, women today, you know, they thoughts and they this and they do that, I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about them, and I'm not quite sure why you're so concerned with them if that's not who you're pursuing. If you really want someone who is of any caliber, of any level of womanhood, then you have to step your game up. And you have to know that there's a certain expectation that we have as women to be engaged and such. Now, I'm not saying that there are women out there who ruin the game for everybody. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about me, and I'm talking about my circle and the women that I know that are like us, who are out there, who are suffering because they are wondering where the guys are that are seriously interested in dating and getting to know someone and cultivating a relationship. And then I have to say this too. Ladies, it takes a lot of courage for men to come over and speak to us, and I get that. I hear that all the time from my guy friends, and I don't take that for granted. There's a way that you can politely decline someone's advances without cutting them off at the knees and making them feel like they are just the scum on earth forever coming and speaking to you. That's rude and disrespectful, and it's exceedingly immature. There's no reason to be incivil when someone comes over and they speak to you. You can tell them no in a polite manner. Having said that, fellas, if she has politely declined your advances and told you that she's not interested, you need to take that L and walk away, because I don't know who told y'all that perseverance and pursuing, and if you just keep at it, that it's somehow going to pay off for you. Yeah, that's not how we think, and we think that that's crazy behavior, and we about to call the authorities and have them come pick you up, because now we scared that you are turned into some kind of obsessive compulsive stalker and we can't get rid of you. Don't do that. don't do that. Just keep it moving. Sometimes you are friend zoned because she has a preference just like you have a preference. And if you didn't have a preference, then there will be not all of these beauty magazines that are out telling us that we have to be a certain size and a certain look if y'all didn't have a preference. Think about that. So anyway, moving on. That's about all I had to say about that. I mean, I haven't had terrible experiences dating. It's just not been what I thought that it should be, and maybe I have unrealistic expectations. I don't know, but I do know that at 40 plus, I thought that it would be a little bit different, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just kind of a hopeless romantic and I'm thinking something different. Anyway, if you guys have any comments or if you have any suggestions, please leave them below. Give a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch y'all later on. I'm simply Felisa. Thank you for watching. Bye.